First of all, I would like to thank everyone for viewing this presentation on the data mining software SAS Enterprise Miner. I'm Philip McNamara. This software package is truly amazing and offers any organization the ability to transform data to knowledge that can increase the overall understanding of current and future operations. SAS Enterprise Miner software package can be used to uncover insights on both the clinical and administrative aspects of any healthcare organization. The textbook gave a great example of how data mining techniques uncovered the association between an arthritis drug, Vioxx, and an increased risk of heart attack and stroke. Benefits on the administrative side include identifying non-value-added processes, areas that were cost-intensive and needed to be streamlined, duplicate processes, and dashboard-type views of current and forecasted financial data. Many Fortune 500 companies utilize data mining software in order to keep pace in our high-speed world. In fact, 90 of the top 100 companies on the 2011 Fortune Global 500s list rely on SAS to provide them with analytical software solutions. Tracking customer demands as they relate to the company's supply is critical for running any profitable organization. In the healthcare industry, data mining tools are insufficient and incomplete, but that is projected to change soon. A major research and consulting firm, Frost & Sullivan's, predicts that the usage of advanced health data analytics will increase from 10% in 2011 to over 50% in 2013. Generally speaking, anything with a 38% compound annual growth rate is substantial enough to take a look at. As healthcare facilities achieve meaningful use of their EHR systems, they begin to wonder what knowledge they can uncover from these piles of data. SAS Enterprise Miner analyzes those data and gives a bird's-eye view of the organization's procedures, operations, and financial situation. Successful implementation of any new software package is challenging and lengthy process. Simple new changes such as upgrading to the newest Windows operating system can be challenging. Therefore, SAS Enterprise Miner implementation carries risk with it. The time and additional resources needed might make implementation risky. Even though it offers easy-to-use GUIs, an expert in the field of data analytics will need to be hired. Such experts will determine the best variables and relationships in order to submit for Enterprise Miner to generate the best models. Therefore, improper use is a low risk. Another risk involves the initial cost. Like most investments, it will take up to a year or more to see the cost benefits, but the long-term results can increase patient care quality and produce substantial monetary gains. As Enterprise Miner has gone through many versions, it's currently at 12.1 and is constantly evolving. The risk of technical obsolescence is minimal. Some organizations are still successfully running version 4.3. Having the leader in business analytics software and services behind you gives your organization the resources necessary to ensure the reliability and completeness of implementation. If patient data is stored in a data warehouse, Enterprise Miner will have no trouble extracting relevant data to generate the reports. Depending on how patient data is stored, Enterprise Miner can generate reports from even common programs like Microsoft Excel. Therefore, interoperability risk is low. SAS Enterprise Miner transforms raw data into useful decision-making information with little effort by the user. There are two different types of models that Enterprise Miner can generate: predictive and discovery. Predictive models use classification and regression to forecast some type of categorical or numeric value. Discovery models use clustering, association, or sequential techniques to find patterns that pre-exist in the health data. First, the user must upload the data or allow the software to access the data, then select the variables and a target variable that needs to be analyzed. Then the software runs a complex set of algorithms and displays the results in nice, neat graphs. The user can then manipulate the graphs to track the trends as they relate to other variables and conditions. Another useful software add-on called SAS Rapid Predictor Modeler can automatically generate predictive models for all sorts of issues. And here we have a screenshot of the Rapid Predictor Modeler. The user will simply set the target from a list of variables and sit back while Enterprise Miner generates the predictive results. And here you can see how the results are displayed in a series of various charts. The user can then use techniques such as brushing to see trends across multiple charts as they relate to a variable. With a wide range of available interactive graphs such as shown on this screenshot, it's easy to see how Enterprise Miner is such a diverse and user-friendly data mining application. As far as managing this project, an analytical professional will need to be selected in order to ensure the correct variables are inputted and manipulated. This should be anybody with computer skills who understands the basic statistical models. This does not have to be some highly paid subject matter expert that can develop his or her own models. Enterprise Miner does the majority of work. Now, as with almost anything in life, you do have alternatives. One alternative would be to use some sort of open source software like Rapid Miner. It's free, and therefore seems like a great solution, but lacks in some areas. First, open source programs are developed and improved upon by anybody who has an internet connection. While some offer a means to download the software and store it privately on your secure server, when problems or glitches arrive, there are no professional or reliable tech support representatives to help in an emergency. Another issue involves intellectual property rights. Problems can ensue when there is no clear ownership, as a community of separate individuals collaborated to develop the software. Another alternative is the data mining software program like SPSS Clementine. After SPSS was acquired by IBM in 2009, the software has been renamed to SPSS Modeler. It uses data flow interfaces or visual techniques to simplify the data mining process. It also offers additional features such as web and social network analysis. Watching the trends of human social networks as they relate to healthcare outcomes is currently not reliable enough to evaluate, and obviously web analytics cannot be used because not everything on the internet is real. So why pay for features when you can't even utilize it in your healthcare setting? The project lifecycle. First of all, successful implementation requires a small committee of no more than 10 people to determine the project's goals as they relate to the organization's strategy. The project steering committee can then select the project manager. Next comes the most important phase of planning. Proper planning can help eliminate potential mistakes as well as accelerate the process once the software is installed. As soon as the planning phase is complete, the execution begins. As with any properly maintained system, evaluation and continuous improvement is needed to keep it running like a well-oiled machine. Finally, the project ends when its success is realized, and even then, periodic re-evaluation is needed as project life cycles never end. Data mining is defined in our textbook as the non-trivial extraction of implicit, previously unknown, potentially useful information from data. Enterprise Miner generates discovery models that are descriptive ways to gain an understanding of various data. It also produces predictive models so to assist organizations in proactive approaches. This software solution will enhance your organization's ability to transform raw data into knowledge that will be used to create more understanding of a situation. As with any modern healthcare organization, the ultimate goal is to provide an increased level of quality care while decreasing expenses and patient or insurer costs. The addition of data mining software will also help an organization demonstrate Stage 3 meaningful use in accordance with the High-Tech Act. Thanks again for watching my presentation, and I hope you understand more about SAS Enterprise Mining software and data mining techniques.